Hey everyone, I wanted to make this quick video to, I'm going on a rant here. So, this game, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, comes out this Thursday. It's a 2D pixel art, side-scroller action game. It's the newest Ninja Gaiden game since, or the only new game since, I think, whatever that zombie one that came out, I think, and that was just like a spin-off. I guess this sort of is too. I don't know, but this game comes out on Thursday. I've been looking forward to playing it, and my plan was to get it on the Switch because like these 2D games like this, I like playing these on the go sometimes, and I just thought it'd be nice to have it on the Switch. But this post came out today, and oh gosh, I didn't mean to. Yeah, you can probably tell I'm not very good with using computers, but yeah, this was on Twitter. I call it Twitter. I don't care what it's called. I'm calling it Twitter. This is the publisher of the game. Emu. I don't know how it's pronounced, but whatever. Anyways, it's saying that here the Switch version will average a 30 FPS experience at launch. And it says it does. I am going to point that out. It does say at launch, so maybe they'll patch it so it runs at 60 later on. I don't know. And the game will be playable on Switch 2 with backward compatibility. I don't have a Switch 2, so I guess it doesn't apply to me. But it says it's going to be an average of 30 frames per second. So does that mean that it's only targeting 30 frames per second, and it's not even going to be stable? I just don't. It doesn't make sense to me. It says all these other platforms it's going to be 60 frames per second. I know it's on Xbox One also. I don't know why that's not here, but whatever. It's not important. So yeah, I'm kind of pissed about this because when this game was announced, I was assuming okay, it's on the Switch and the PS4, Xbox One. It's on all the older last gen systems. I'm sure it's going to be pretty much the same on everything that it comes out on. And now they're saying it's not even going to run it. It might not even be a stable 30 frames per second on the Switch. I'm not somebody who's oh, it's not 60 frames per second, it's a piece of garbage. Oh, no, I'm not going to play anything that's below 60. No, I don't care about that. But this game has been advertised to be running at 60 frames per second. All the footage has been 60 frames per second, and it's a 2D pixel art game. There's so many of those on the Switch already that run at 60 frames per second. Both the Blasphemous games 1 and 2, I'm pretty sure both of those are 60 frames per second. Those were made by the same developers, and those are 60 FPS on the Switch. Metroid Dread, that's a 2.5D game. That's a side-scroller with 3D graphics. That runs at 60 frames a second. Sonic Mania, pixel art 2D, that's 60 frames per second. Now that came out that game came out a week before I even got a Switch. It's pretty early Switch game. So why is this game that the Switch 2's been out for almost 2 months now already, and this game coming out on Thursday, they can't get it to run even. Not only can they not get it to run the same way that it does on the PS4 and Xbox One, when, to be honest, it looks like it could probably, I feel maybe you could get this game running on a Xbox 360 or maybe even an older system than PS4 and Xbox One. I mean, I don't know how game development works and all that. I'm not going to pretend that I'm some kind of expert on this, but I mean, it's a pixel art game. It's not like it's some crazy fast like 3D action game with like these incredible graphics or anything. I mean the game does look nice. I like the pixel art. I think it looks cool, but it's nothing like cutting edge that's like pushing technology to its limits or anything like that. It's just like it just doesn't make sense to me. And it said in that post like the game will benefit from Switch 2 specifications, whatever that means. Like this game isn't getting a dedicated Switch 2 version, which I don't even really understand why it's getting a PS5 and Series X version. Like how is it different on the PS5 versus the PS4? I don't even understand that. Like it's a pixel art game. Like what differences would there even be? Like I don't really understand. I don't get that. But I guess we're gonna have to wait for the reviews for this to come out to see what. I mean, I know I'm definitely gonna check out like what Digital Foundry says about it if they do a video on it. I don't even know if they will. Seems like nobody's talking about this game. But it's probably because Ninja Gaiden 4 is coming out in October, and it's kind of funny. I accidentally pre-ordered it for my PS5, thinking like, oh, it's not going to charge me till like the week before the game comes out, whatever. It's just like putting it on the list. Nope, it charged me $75 already. But I mean, I am looking forward to playing that, and I'm also looking forward to playing this Ragebound. I still am. I'm still gonna get it, but depending on like if it's so far below on Switch, if the frame rate is less than like half of what it is on every other system, like if it can't even hit a stable 30 frames per second, if it's not even consistent, then I guess I'm gonna have to get it on PS5, but I don't even know if there's a difference between the PS5 and PS4 versions. If there's not, I'm just gonna download the PS4 one, because if it's the exact same freaking game, then it'll download to my USB hard drive that's 2 terabytes that I can only play PS4 games on, and I can't download PS5 games to it for some reason, which was the whole reason I wanted to get it, because all these games are like 100 freaking gigabytes, and it's, oh my gosh, like I got the Oblivion remaster that I just got, that was like 124 gigabytes. It's like, I think the second biggest game I have on my PS5. The only ones that were bigger than that were Star Wars Jedi Survivor and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Those were, I think, both like 150 gigabytes. But I don't know. I should probably just stop talking now. I'm gonna go on an even longer rant. But yeah, this just really frustrates me. I'm sure that nobody's talking about it, but I'm sure a lot of people who were planning to get this game probably planning to get it on the Switch, and yeah, if the Switch version is gonna be below 30 frames per second, then I feel like I'm like, I can't stand it when people say things like, oh, this game is terrible because it's not 60 frames per second. Like, I don't like it when people say stuff like that. Like, GTA 6 is probably going to be 30 FPS on consoles, and people are complaining about that. Like, have you seen the graphics for that game? Like, I don't even know what I was going on about there, but yeah, this is just frustrating. Like, I know that the Switch is, from what I've seen of this game, the Switch is certainly capable of running this game at 60 frames per second. Like, I don't see any reason why it's not at that frame rate. And it might not even be 60 on the Switch 2 backwards compatibility. So yeah, I'm just frustrated about this, and I wanted to get my frustration out, and I've just been rambling for 10 minutes, so I'm gonna shut up so that I'm not talking for another 10 minutes. So, yeah, I am still getting this game, definitely, but I might not be getting it on the Switch anymore, because if it's so inferior to every other version of the game when it has no reason to be, then why should I? Like, if it's below 30 frames per second, and like, no, I think it doesn't make sense to me. I'm gonna shut up. No. Alright, bye.